Okay, class. In this little video, we're going to look at how a transistor works in a very simple circuit, and then we're going to put it on a breadboard because we're going to be adding transistors quite a bit as we build our logic gates. So, a transistor is a switch. It's a switch that can be flipped off and on electronically, as we mentioned in class. But I know it's been a while since we've had class, so let's just review that. So, if I connect my battery to my light bulb here and I start the simulation, the light bulb comes on because we've completed a full circuit. Now if this was a light switch, a physical switch down here, I would connect one side to the battery and then I'd connect the other side to my light bulb in my house, and then when I wanted it on, I'd mechanically flip the switch and it would complete the circuit and would turn on, and when I flip the switch off it would break the circuit and this would turn off. When I connect it like this, the natural position for an NPN transistor is off. So when I start the simulation, nothing happens because this circuit is broken. A transistor, as we said, is a switch that turns on electronically. So we need to provide some electricity to the transistor to tell it to switch on. So here I have a separate circuit. Now I've disconnected red to the transistor. I need this to make a full circuit for the switch. So I'm going to connect the ground to ground. And that is going to give me a full circuit for the transistor. Alright, let's see how that works. Alright, and so it turns the transistor on because there's a circuit flowing through the transistor that says flip your switch to the on position, and that causes this circuit to be completed. Now let's move that over to a breadboard. Okay. Alright, so we're going to need a breadboard because we're going to have a lot of transistors coming on here and that's going to get really messy. And so the first thing, let's disconnect this guy and make sure that we remember how to connect a light bulb on the breadboard. So just to remember, underneath a breadboard there's just strips. There's a strip that goes across here and across here. It's just pieces of wire. They're labeled plus and minus, but you could switch, it's just physical wire. So hopefully this just helps you keep your bookkeeping correct. Over here, look when I highlight, this is a little strip that connects here and a little strip that connects here. Now importantly, there's no connector in this middle part, and then you basically have two different ways to set up circuits, one half on one and one half on the other. So let's put our light bulb in here, and we don't want to connect both sides of the light bulb up to the same thing. We want to have a way to get plus and a way to get minus. Okay, so we light bulbs don't care which way you hook them up, so let's hook up plus here, and let's hook up, we'll go from minus to here. Now here's an important part. If I press start simulation, nothing happens because there's no power in this breadboard. A breadboard is just pieces of metal. To bring some electricity to it, let's connect the negative side here. And we'll connect the positive side here. Okay, now what happens when I start the simulation? It turns on because power goes, our electricity goes through here, all the way down here through this red. It runs through the light bulb, comes all the way back here, chases all the way back up, and goes to here. Okay. Now let's put our transistor in here. Now we don't want to, if I leave this like this, the transistor, it's getting its power directly from the battery, but we need to force this light bulb to get its power, or its electricity from this transistor, so we'll do that. Actually, since the light bulb doesn't care which is connected to which, I'm going to switch this over. Okay, and then we'll connect this red to here. That's just like we had before. We had the red, the plus side goes through here, then here's the switch, then it comes through here, it goes to the light bulb, then it comes through here, it comes all the way back, and that completes our circuit. Okay. Just for the sake of, it's going to be a little bit weird, but just to make this kind of similar to what we did before, let me rotate this guy. Sorry, I had a timer going. Okay, I'm going to rotate this guy. I'm going to move this connector just a little bit over here just so we can get, doesn't matter where it's connected in. So as I said, those are just wires. So I'll just move this guy over here so we can see what's going on. Okay. Then I'm going to take this battery. I'm going to be very weird with it. Its ground is going to go to the same ground. But its positive is going to go here, to that middle point. Alright. Now we have two circuits. I have one that's completing the circuit through the transistor, and I have another one that is completing the circuit through the light bulb. And the light turns on. Okay, next video we'll do AND gates.